It's my birthday today. Hit me with the super thanks or donate to my coffee if you're feeling generous. Hey, it's the Metroidvania Guru. Today, I'm taking a look at my favorite cold opens and providing some commentary behind them. This is going to be more of an off-the-cuff video because it's not really Metroidvania related. It's just something I thought might be fun to do for my birthday. I don't expect this video to do numbers, but I figured longtime viewers might get a kick out of something like this. I even plan on releasing it at midnight EST like I used to back when I first started making these videos and I didn't understand the algorithm or how to even view analytics yet. I really just started making stuff with zero plans in mind. But isn't that like the purest form of creativity? Alright, let's just dive in, starting with my number 10 pick. There's a lot to like about Alruna and the Necro-Industrialists, but I really enjoyed all the song references. There's some lyrics from legendary bands like Black Sabbath and Iron Butterfly and the Eagles, but this one's probably my favorite. Not really a whole lot to say here, it's a classic Rickroll. It works because so much of Alruna's dialogue has random song lyrics in it, so you really might have thought I was gonna pick something serious here, but nope. A Rickroll straight out of the early 2000s. Not strong enough, huh? I think I know someone that can help me out.
Hello, potion seller.
I really like this one from Chronicles of the Wolf because the build-up and the punchline work so well. Whenever anyone says you're not strong enough, my mind immediately goes to the potion seller video. Quite possibly the greatest video ever produced for the internet. And so you got this ghostly face encroaching on you, you're doing barely any damage to it, then that sonic drowning music kicks in and your anxiety really starts to flare up. And then after I inevitably die because I'm not strong enough, the potion seller punchline. It's a decent little bit that at the very least might get a chuckle out of you with the old school video reference.
Do a little, what is that? I'm going to show you an image. You tell me what I'm showing you. First one.
Gandalf.
Yes.
Carrion.
That's a vagina.
Close. Okay.
Close, real close.
Don't know that one.
This was kind of a risky one for obvious reasons, but it kind of paid off because to this day, no short form video I've created has done the numbers as this cold open. I used to do TikTok and YouTube Shorts videos, something I need to get back to doing, but they just suck to make and bring in very little views for the kind of content I make. But I digress. My typical views on TikTok and YouTube Shorts when I did them was like 200 to 300 views per vid, but this carrion vid got like tens of thousands of views between the two platforms. It was kind of crazy. I don't think I have to explain the joke, but the context is that when Carrion launched on the Switch, that ridiculous image was its actual launch icon on the system. I have no idea what they were thinking, but they eventually changed it.
You heard about Sean, right?
No, what happened to Sean?
Well, you know he was selling acid. Right.
What is this? Oh, I'm king of the trees. I'm the tree meister. I count on them. Drinking out of cups.
Chemicals, man. They'll f*** you up.
Another cold open I love simply because I got to bring back another ancient internet video. This time it was drinking out of cups, which worked perfectly with Ultros' trippy visuals. And then I got to frame it all with SLC Punk, a movie I loved as a kid that had this whole LSD tripping scene. Absolutely iconic. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this one other than I find it genuinely funny.
Hey. What you doing here? Don't you have practice?
Not anymore, I quit.
Oh. Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know, I just don't see the point anymore.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
I can do this.
You can do it!
This time you're going down!
There's no way he can win. I believe in you.
That's it. He's not gonna make it.
He's gonna make it. I know he will.
Gotcha!
Impossible.
He's doing it. He's really doing it.
Yes, that's it. He's got him now.
Is this really happening?
He did it. It's finally over.
That's how winning is done. That's how winning is done.
I remember finally taking this lightning dude out in Worldless, and it felt so good. It seriously trashed me like 20 times before I finally won, and it made me feel like a movie or anime character who never gave up and triumphed simply because of their tenacity. I wanted to capture that energy, and so I acted like the gray stick figure guy was my coach or something, and this ridiculously long segment was born. I used sound bites from Rudy and Rocky Balboa, and then I used text-to-speech for the cliche anime onlooker dialogue. I think I did a pretty good job of capturing that finally winning through sheer grit moment, and am pretty proud of the end result.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
I don't know, the joke pretty much writes itself. Gato Roboto has you playing as a cute cat in a mech suit. That's already kind of funny. All I did was create a montage of Kiki killing stuff set to one of the most badass themes in gaming for one of the most badass characters in gaming. That opening quote from Doom Eternal was just the perfect setup.
Whoa, Europa, did you do all that just to hide your massive fart? It didn't work. You're disgusting.
This is another long cold open, and this is kind of funny that it just ends up being a fart joke, because that's the kind of class I bring to the Metroidvania scene. I remember watching this sequence in 9 Years of Shadows and being genuinely impressed. But then it does that very forceful wind thing that lifts Europa's dress, and I was immediately like, why did that look like she farted? And so I was like, wouldn't it be funny if she did all that transformation stuff just to try to hide her fart from everyone, but still failed? And that's it. That's the joke. But it works so well because of the Sailor Moon red herring. You go into this cold open like, oh, he's doing a Sailor Moon parody. And then, boom, fart joke. And then at the end, the Deal With It sunglasses wrapped it all up in a nice little bow.
This game
It's too long.
This is another self-explanatory joke. I just think Eterna Noctis is just too long of a game, and I found it to be exhausting. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just wish it were half the size, given how both combat and platforming were extremely challenging. But yeah, I felt pretty beat up when I finally crossed its finish line. This may not be the funniest cold open, but it might be the best at conveying how I felt about the game I just played.
Oh, that's me. Hello, penitent one. Sure looks like I need an abortion. Yeah, I've got one growing inside me. Now, you're gonna scramble its brains or just vacuum it out?
My Blasphemous 2 cold open might be the darkest and funniest cold open I've ever done. I just wish I didn't format it like I did. It's so ugly. I wish I would have actually used the clip and not the short I ripped. Regardless, it's still pretty hilarious as a reductive yet apt interpretation of the game's plot. I'm also a huge fan of my Blasphemous cold open, but I used that Michelle Branch song from that TikTok trend and got demonetized, so I won't be playing it here. But I loved that cold open so much, I said screw it and left it untouched. Money be damned. It's because it's so esoteric. You have to be a Blasphemous fan to understand the joke, and if you do get the joke, it's actually freaking funny. I'm very proud of this one.
I need your help. We need to play this game called Iconoclast.
But I don't want to play a Metroidvania.
But this one's a little different, Morty. Looks just like a mascot platformer from the 90s. Make you feel good inside. It'll be awesome.
I don't know, Rick. I heard things about it. You know, weird things. This might not be a good idea.
Oh, that's... Wow, Morty. Wow. You're gonna listen to people on the internet? Come on, in and out. Chenar's feel-good adventure.
Why was its story so dark?
She ripped his arm off, Morty. Clean up!
What was up with that bird guy?
There was like white skeleton juice everywhere. It was so messed up. Why would anyone ever do that? They even make you jump through it. Why were the trees slimy? It was so gross.
Is everything I ever believed in a lie?
Then she turned into an Akira monster, but she just wouldn't let go, Morty. She kept holding on to that rocket. What a great game.
Hands down, Iconoclast's cold open is the best I've ever done. Just like the Blasphemous cold open, you gotta be a fan of the game to understand all the references. And fans of Iconoclast know that Iconoclast is very dark, despite its bright and cheery look. And that's why I picked this Rick and Morty clip. They have a certain expectation for this adventure, and then that expectation gets shattered and they have a breakdown. That's kind of how I felt about Iconoclast's story. I wanted this upbeat and fun tale that was promised by its visuals, only to get some of the darkest social commentary and twisted imagery I've seen in a video game. And then the punchline is just incredible. Rick and Morty are going off about all this terrible stuff they've witnessed in Iconoclasts, and then Rick ends by saying how great the game was. I know it's looked down upon to laugh at your own jokes, but this gets me every time. And there you go, my favorite cold opens. What do you think of my cold opens? Should I keep doing them, or are they getting long in the tooth? Let me know in the comments. And, as always, do all the YouTube things to help me grow. Until next time, nerds.